Hello, whoever is watching this video today. I have been holding myself back from sharing this information for a very long time. And the reason is because it's such a big topic and it's hard for the mind to grasp sometimes how powerful our souls are. And it just simply wasn't the right time because of how powerful this journey was. But thanks to the recent discoveries that they made with the technology under the Giza pyramids, I'm called to share this information now so that we can kind of like connect the dots a bit more. Whatever I'm sharing is through personal experiences, and they're all very transformative experiences, practically speaking, in our physical bodies, because the physical body is consciousness. Everything that exists is consciousness, and everything that is consciousness is matter, is physicality. So the shift happens through our consciousness in our body. Having that said, this journey I facilitated for a person maybe 3 years ago now, almost, and she's a very powerful soul indeed, with awareness that she's here for something greater, for Mother Earth, and which we all are in our unique ways. She embodies energy of a sun, a shining sun, and when we came in, so these journeys that I facilitate, first of all, they are journeys into theta states of consciousness, where we put the body into a 0 point state so that the higher self, our higher self, can guide us into this journey with our spirit guides, angels, archangels, elemental beings. You know, our direct link to source consciousness is our higher self. And when you put the body into deep states of relaxation, you have more access to this higher self. And the higher self knows exactly what you need to know in every moment for your highest good. And the Akashic records, the information of the soul, where you come from, where you're going, where you're now, and all the past life information and so on, are stored there. But it's only beneficial to know whatever is the most practical for us in this very moment. So that's what happens in the soul journeys. So these are always beautiful journeys. It's like coming home, because we discover and remember our gifts, our unique soul's essence, and clear whatever needs to be cleared in our energy in order to become that again. So whenever we go to these journeys, we always travel with our etheric body through the inner earth, because we have to know our connection to this planet. All of us are connected to Mother Earth as a consciousness. And again, it's the physical body. It's through the physical body that we are connected to her as consciousness, because everything that is physicality is consciousness. And she's also consciousness. So in this journey, we ended up in one of the pyramids in Giza in Egypt. And we were greeted by Yeshua, the consciousness of Jesus, which is a part of, it's a specific, Yeshua Sananda, it's a specific soul group that many of us embody as light workers, you can call it, with a mission and templates of higher source consciousness, basically, to embody that in order to get the shift for the planet. So she was supposed to interact with that consciousness in that journey I facilitated, and including me. So he greeted us and said to us that it's time for her to not only to remove an implant, etheric implant in her throat in order to open the inner channel, but in order to do that, we also had to activate a transformational experience related to whatever is underneath the pyramids in Giza for Mother Earth, and on behalf of many other souls on this planet, trapped, the souls being trapped in slavery mindset, slavery consciousness, which is also the entrapment of the energy, the blockages in the body, which we have been, when our DNA has been sealed after the last fall of Atlantis, which we are activating again, all these 12 DNA strands, all in our own unique processes. And for that to happen, we have to remove all these blockages in the body, basically, and which are related to our self-limiting beliefs. So in order for her to start her mission with Mother Earth in this life, and to liberate her soul's essence, she had to open her inner channel in order to do that, we had to meet Yeshua in the pyramid, and he said that he will bring us to a place. So we followed him, of course, and there were these tunnels. We went into a tunnel which was lighted up, and the whole journey felt very beautiful, even just walking with him. So even though I'm there with her in a soul journey, I'm also here. It's kind of like the consciousness, the awareness can be here in the physical body and in another dimension in the same time, because the light body, because we are multidimensional beings, and we exist in all the dimensions at all times. It's just a matter of the awareness of it and the unlocking of it, which also happens in our physical bodies, clearing the inner vessel. So anyway, we followed him through the tunnel and went quite far, and from each of the 3 pyramids in Giza there are tunnels going down to the very deep place underneath them. We ended up after a while to a chamber, a crystal chamber. So it was kind of like, it was a little bit like dusty, and there was this light blue colored crystal in the middle, but that crystal technology, which is giving all the electricity, the energy, you could say actually, the energy to the Giza pyramids, is like a generator from within, inside the earth. So that had been damped by some negatively oriented entities with denser consciousnesses, which kept, that consciousness of that crystal kept a lot of souls in entrapment, like I said, in this slavery consciousness, which is related to the whole process of the planet that we are in right now, this whole cosmic intervention, cosmic graduation, you can call it, when we are liberating our soul's essence in our physical body, which is, liberating the inner fire, the light through us, so we can more live from inside of our body, with source consciousness, with our higher selves, with a relaxed nervous system, with the awareness on our energy in our body and how that manifests everything else. The universe lives in your body, literally. So for that freedom, to free the souls from entrapment of believing, this belief of thinking that we need something outside of ourselves to be happy, and we need to fill ourselves up with something externally from us, because we think that we are dependent on external, this whole linear timing and the fear-based programming and so on that we have been programmed into in the society, and throughout all these 12,000 years of working to the age of darkness, which we are completing now. So in order to empower that crystal again, we all had to place our hands on it together with Yeshua and the Pleiadian beings from, I believe, the 6th and 7th density consciousnesses, density of, dimensions. They were above us in a spaceship, but they were also with us, so again, 2 places in the same time in order to get the light work done. But they could not do this work without us, because we as human beings, we are really powerful portals because of the dense energy that we are, the dense dimension that we are living in this human life. And the more denser the energies are, the more light, the more potential for light there is to come through us when we are ready to unlock it. That's why the extraterrestrials, as our parts of our higher selves, our family, soul family, they need us as much as we need their assistance from their higher dimensional planes of existence. So we placed our hands on it, and I started channeling these overtones and undertones through my body. So when I channel these sounds, it's a vibrational frequency that cleanses the inner vessel here inside. I feel everything here inside my physical body. It's almost like I just have to open the mouth and it just comes automatically through me. It's not like singing, you know, or even light language. It's not like I'm doing this because I want to just bring some information through me, or some energy through me, or some emotions through me. It's really like I become an open tube. I am open tube, but it becomes more and more this kind of amplified with light, this open tube inside me, which is then amplifying and catalyzing shifts in others, so that they will also feel it here inside their physical bodies, because we connect to the quantum field. This maybe gets a little bit advanced, but this is the reality we are moving into in the Aquarian age. Everyone being connected to the quantum field, which means source, the higher self, integrated in physical form more and more. The more time goes, the more we will do that, unlocking the DNA, the 12 DNA strand eventually. So yeah. So in order for her to remove her implant, I felt this in my throat too, that she had some kind of like a ball inside the throat. And while we were amplifying the crystal with the sound frequencies together with the high frequencies of the Pleiadians that they were also channeling, finally this was like kind of pushed out from her body, and it came out just like, it felt exactly like when you have a champagne bottle and the cork is just flying out from you, and whatever is inside needs to also come out. So she actually had to vomit. I never really experience otherwise in soul journeys that you have to physically vomit. It can be like an energetic way of vomiting also, like to bring out, to cleanse energies. But she actually had to, for some reason, physically also vomit in order to get the energy out of her body. It's not so pleasant, but you know, the way is always in. If you accept whatever you're going through and you feel it, you sit with it, you are with it, you allow it, always you liberate yourself. This is not always a pleasant journey. It's not supposed to be that. But in the end, you will be met. You will come, when you come to the other side, you will always feel a liberation. This energy work doesn't have to be so heavy either. And it's not going to be so heavy now when we move forward, as the light is growing on this planet, thanks to all of us who are doing our work on ourselves. But this was a very, very big journey. It was very big energy work, very important task that Yeshua asked us to be a part of, because we are part of him. We are part of him. All of us are connected to this crystal grid, and you know, so all in our unique ways. There's no comparison. There's no one has bigger mission than the others, but some people are very powerful generators, and in order for them to activate this, they have to go through whatever they have to go through in order to liberate the energy, basically. But in the end, it's all our own choice. Do we want to follow the choice of the human mind, or do we want to follow the choice of our higher selves, which is always winning in the end? I mean, or then we have to go through lessons after lessons and repeat stuff again and again until we learn a lesson, and then again we can listen to the higher self. So that's the secret of this human life. So either way, when she released this implant from her throat and all the energies were removed from her body, in that process, while she went through that, all these souls, thousands of souls, were also liberated from these slavery consciousnesses that I just explained. Metaphorically, this has happened, but it's also practically happening on a higher dimensional plane related to the consciousness of this planet. So when we go through something ourselves, it also amplifies and affects the collective, sometimes on a big scale like this journey. And after that, the Pleiadians came down with us, and it was like really like a celebration, like a homecoming feeling, like, yes, we did it. And so this crystal technology was activated again, so that, and now it's continuing working and pumping up the energies to the Giza pyramids. And it's not just this journey. I'm sure other people have gone through similar journeys too. Other people are also part of this. This is not like a hero's journey, whatever we did. It's we all are doing our own roles in this whole thing. But the Giza pyramids are very important because they are one of the main important generators for the whole planet. So activating this crystal in the crystal chamber beneath, under the pyramids, that this scientific research now also revealed to us that is under the Giza pyramids, was very important indeed. And this process is continuing, and we are all related to it in one way or another, some depending on your soul's mission and what you are here to do. We don't all have to be these kind of volcanic generators of this planet, but we all assist the planet in our own unique ways, and there's no comparison. There really is no comparison. That's why I love always going back to memories in Atlantis, because we all knew our unique roles with the whole. We didn't compare to each other. So it was all about coming together, doing the work together, but everyone channeling their own unique source, unique energy through their body, unique gifts and abilities, and they trusted that. So there was no comparison, but in the same time, it was about doing it together, but not depending on each other, but in an empowered state. And this is where we are all moving into in this era, new era we are going into too also. That's why it's important to go through all these processes that we are going through in this soul's awakening and liberation process, with peeling off layers and layers. And you can do it in so many different levels and layers. More with the mind body, maybe the soul body, which is in the physical body, which is all related to the physical body, or maybe more the etheric body, or the other, causal body and whatever they are, etheric, Siddhic bodies and celestial bodies, whatever they are, it doesn't matter. They are all related to this physical body. This physical body is a portal, but it's up to us if we want to go within, or if we want to have something external of us to fill up the gap within, or do we want to go into the void within and get the transformational experience by accepting what is there, feeling it, and allowing our spirit to do its work without resisting it, allowing the energy to come through us from below and up, especially as at least this kind of a transformative inner fire. It's a natural process. So the most important thing in life is to relax as much as you can consciously, with awareness of your body. So yeah, that was my sharing for today. It seems like it was time to share this journey, and I know that some of you will definitely resonate with this. And it shows an example of how powerful we are, our souls. Because that's actually who we are, even though the mind cannot always grasp it.